Flip over your quilt top to the back. Place on the batting that you want for the trapunto work. I like to use a thicker 12-ounce, 10 or 12-ounce batting on the back. Sometimes even a high loft will be perfect for a quilt top. Baste around the outline of your quilt that you want trapuntoed. And you can do this in a couple different methods. You can either do it on the LongArm Quilting Machine and tack it all the way around, or you can take a needle and thread and baste it with just a small little whip stitch. Chain it from one point to the next, and the reason is because after you start to trapunto, you will want to get rid of the basting thread so that it's not seen. Other people will even use a washable thread. It's water soluble, so you baste, and then when you run it through a wash, it just melts away. After you've basted it all the way around, you will cut about a half inch to an inch away from the design. After you have basted your backing on, flip over to the top and pin it onto your quilting machine. Baste with pins or with your quilting machine, whatever you choose to do, and just as long as that top is straight across with this sandwich in between, so you've got your backing that's pinned onto your machine. Your batting is next. I again like to use a low loft or 1/4 inch. Even a warm and white works really nice for these projects as well. And then my quilt top, baste with pins. Clamp your edges to create a nice straight top or quilt, and you're ready to quilt. I am now ready to do the inside work of my trapunto quilt. I have already quilted on the outside of what I want to trapunto. I've left the basting stitches in, and now that I'm ready to do the work on the inside, it is now time for me to pull out my basting stitches. All the basting stitches are gone. It is pulled tight enough that the batting, the higher loft batting, has been set in place without using any basting spray. So now it's time to quilt the inside, starting from the inside, working my way out to the outer edge. After you have done your quilting on the inside of the area that you are trapuntoing, I don't know if that's the correct terminology or not, but that's what I'm calling it. You come out to the end or edge and do a very tight meandering stitch. What you want to do is you want to come close to this edge right here so that this part right here is all sucked down and really tight, and it really emphasizes this part that is overstuffed, and it's puffing out a lot more, and you'll see what I mean when the finished product, when I take this off. Ta-da! The finished work. It's trapunto on the LongArm Quilting Machine. I believe it's kind of like a little bit of a cheating method. So hopefully you'll like it. Hopefully you'll try it. Thank you.